so just around 2,700. And tell us a little bit about your motivation and try to describe, because obviously you're a super strong chess player, but you don't get that many invitations to closed tournaments, like the 2750 players, even though you play in some of them from time to time. Is it difficult? Is it tough? And financially, is it, try to describe that life being a full-time chess professional.
Yeah, so I would say that a couple years ago, after I won Vaikanze, which was basically my big tournament success, I broke 2,700 for the first time, so I've been over that. I actually got quite a number of good invitations. I've played in the Grand Chess Tour a couple times. Back in those days, also it was COVID, so I got a lot of like these invitations for like these online events. There's one here in Oslo as well.
I don't know. Chess Tour events and so on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so there was a lot of like good money in that, and I actually got a couple of those invitations. But well, indeed, after that, my rating slacked off a little bit, and not just that, but a lot of like strong junior players, they just overtook me. So that's the reality of it. Back then, like all these guys like Abdisatov, Pragnananda, Gukesh, they were a couple of years younger. They were not even world top yet. They were just promising youngsters. So but ever after I slacked off, I've been trying to work harder again, get back to where I was. And I think for a couple of years, maybe I didn't take chess seriously enough, as in that I was not working hard enough on my chess. And that kind of showed in the results. So for me, it's more than normal that I don't get any invitations to the top tournaments. That's just the way it is with my rating. Of course, it's financially not as easy as it was, but then again, I made decent income over the last couple of years that I don't have to worry about it myself. Right now, I'm just trying to get back to at least over 2,700 and hopefully take it from there.
So what would you guess, like estimated rating of that you're guaranteed to get these sort of invites?
Well, it's like in chess, like there is like only one like really stable like source of income which you can rely on as a top player, and that's the Grand Chess Tour, which basically goes out to the top 10 players of the world. So if you're top 10, you're doing well. But if you fall just below, if you look at a player like, for example, Dominguez Perez, who was like very strong, always number 12, number 13 in the world. But if he doesn't get the Grand Chess Tour invite, he basically doesn't play any tournaments throughout the year. Because what is he going to do? Is he going to play open tournaments? And it's pretty risky for his rating, or is he gonna just wait for that like one random tournament to pop up? Because in chess, basically the reality of it is that we are not having any like major sponsors, so we just have to be reliant on like some kind of wealthy individual that happens to like chess, and then maybe can start a tournament or something here or there. But there's not really much of a structure here in chess at the moment. So if you're just falling below the top 10, it's hard for most players, and you basically just wait for the random tournament invitations to come. But as I understood, for example, Magnus right now, he's starting a new tour in freestyle chess or chess 960, however you like it. So that could be interesting for most top players. And otherwise, there's the Grand Chess Tour, but that's about it.
So you wish there would be more tours, basically?
It would be cool, of course. But then again, in all other sports, you see that most of the money, or in life, that most money goes to the top 10 players. So that's nothing too strange. But it would be nice if there was just some structure, more structure in chess, or like we would be dependent on other things. But of course, it doesn't come like that for free. For example, in tennis, you have like the whole ATP tour that's nicely structured and everything. In chess, it's a little bit, just random tournament here, random tournament there. You need, for example, now there's the World Rapid Team Championship only because, well, basically, let's be real, Vadim Rosenstein wanted to become world champion. He put a lot of money into chess, and well, there you have it. New tournament exists. Now again, the free child chess is there because, well, I forget his name, but from Germany, wealthy guy likes chess. Exactly, he likes chess. Throws a lot of money in it, and that's it. But maybe if suddenly he doesn't like chess anymore, tournaments disappear. Yeah, so we don't really have any like really structural sponsorships from commercial brands. But I guess it's always been like that in chess. And for now, personally, I'm doing okay because if you're, let's say, falling just below the top, you can make a pretty decent income from just playing leagues. The leagues are always there. So I'm playing, for example, in the French league, the German league, the Spanish league. maybe I'm even forgetting some league, I don't know, but they usually play pretty well, and some tournaments here or there still provide good financial conditions, but they're not that many, and you have to find them. Like you have to look well.
How about open tournaments or strong open tournaments?
Yeah, so the open tournament circuit there's a lot of open tournaments in the world, and some of them actually provide pretty good prize money. Conditions usually aren't as amazing, but it's become really hard to do well in those tournaments just because if you look at like just below the top, let's say top 50, there's a lot of like strong players, especially I would say talented players from Asia that are.
So what rating are we looking at? Like top 50 is
maybe 2,500 to 2,650 or something like that. Like a lot of strong players that basically are not getting any invitations themselves, and they're also trying to break through to the world top.
and they might be really young as well.
Exactly, they don't care about the financials. They just sometimes they're backed by sponsors, first of all, or second of all, they or their families are willing to invest some money just to play those tournaments. So, for example, in the United States UAE, so in Dubai, Sharjah, you have a lot of like very decent tournaments with good prize fund, but they're extremely strong with players from like 2,500 to 2,700 basically. So a lot of strong players. And if you don't do well in those events, like there's only maybe 5 good prizes, you'll be going home with net loss basically. So it's not that easy. Myself, I played a couple of tournaments, open tournaments in Europe this year, but it didn't play it for the financial interest. That I either went just to get some practice before a big event, or just try to win some rating there, just like that. Or maybe I like the place. For example, I went to Sardinia, Menorca, so some nice islands where I know I will feel good. I have some friends playing, and if I feel good, I know my chess can be good. But really, if you win the tournament, maybe maximum you make 5,000 euros. So it's not that much. That's if you win it. Let's say if you have a good tournament, you finish 4th, maybe you get 1,000 euro, 10 days. Maybe sometimes you have to pay your flights, maybe not. But in either case, it's not super amazing.
And of course, you're risking a lot of rating as well.
Yeah. So in Sardinia, actually, there's a lot of, like, as I mentioned, talented players from Asia coming, but a lot of them are not even 2,500. They might be 2,200, for example, but they're already extremely strong. So actually, in the first round of Sardinia, I lost to a talented player from Kazakhstan, I believe, around 2,200, and I had to win like all of my remaining games to make up for that. Actually, finally, I ended the tournament on a pretty good note, but you can easily imagine, and you see it a lot, that players are just bleeding rating in these tournaments. And even if you look at the global top 100, you see there's some kind of deflation going on. I think FIDE kind of tried to counteract this by giving all players under 2,000 some rating, but definitely the problem is far from solved. And